Okay, good morning from West Mersey, and it's a lovely day, bit of a chilly wind breeze with Richard G0NAD, and we're going to do a bit of radio soon, but before that we're going for a little tour of the Lifeboat station, and we're meeting Richard's colleague Rick, who's the head honcho at the station.
Hello, mate. All right.
So we're up in the beating heart of the Lifeboat station. We've just been talking to Rick, who's the head honcho here, about some things that he could do to improve things potentially. Communications with the launches, which you're going to give him a hand with, and also get his AIS system potentially improved, because at the moment they're relying on marine traffic, which is it's kind of an add-on really. They've got their VHF, which they use quite a lot. Got town of Tollsbury over in the distance, all the charts. Anyway, we're going to go down and have a look at the boat now. That was the original crew. Cool. So this tractor, launch tractor, I've just asked Rick, has got water in the tyres to stop it floating away. And this is an Atlantic 85, and it's the spirit of cooperation, because it's a temporary boat. Well, the same as the launch, the usual launch here, which is just called Just George. This is the spirit of cooperation, which, because the usual boat is off having repairs. Bit of a better view of the tractor here. There's a list of all the shouts here. Up until December last year. So the RNLI is a charity, so it doesn't receive any funding whatsoever from the government, which is the way it should be, I think, because they can't interfere then, can they?
That triangle section on the trailer, once that triangle's covered with water, I know we're deep enough to... Okay.
So if you look inside, you can actually see it as a tractor.
No, but normally maximum halfway up the tyres. Okay.
This is the man overboard practice. This is Dead Fred.
Had new lenses put in the eyes?
And we're also looking at making some improvements to the aerial up there as well. It looks like a quarter wave, and you might be better off with a 5/8 wave. A bit more gain. Anyway, beautiful day. I didn't do much filming in there really, we were too busy chatting. But you get the gist. Anyway, so we're in West Mersey, and we're heading over to the other side of the island, and we're going to try a kite aerial, I think. Stay tuned. Driven over the other side of the island, and we're just at a place called Cudmore Grove Country Park, and we're just sort of trying to assess what the wind's like.
Yeah, that falls straight to the ground.
It's not really kite flying weather, is it?
It's not.
It's not even worth bothering, I don't think, is it?
I don't think we'd get off the ground, would we?
Nah. I've made a bit of a boo-boo, because I forgot. Made a bit of a boo-boo because I forgot to bring the pole for the end fed. So we're going to try and fly the kite. Richard's got a kite, and I've got a kite as well. We're hoping that there might be a bit more of a breeze down on the beach. If not, we're just going to try and run the end fed into a tree or something, or across the top of bushes. Bit of a faux pas. We'll see. So I've walked along the seawall. The wind, the breeze is picking up a bit. Well, at least a bit more exposed anyway. And we're making our way to an old pillbox down on the beach that we're going to use as a table. Look at that. Yeah, we're good. This might just work. Trying to put this thing together that Richard's bought off one of our fellow club members, and we can't work it out. We don't know if there's a bits there that shouldn't be or whatever. So we resorted to plan B, and this kite's hasn't quite got the lift and maybe the stability. But we're going to try and it's a bit all over the place, isn't it? We're just paying out some of the string, and hopefully it'll lift up into the more stable air. If it's a bit higher, hoping it'll have more lift. Okay, I've just tied the wire on at the 66 foot wire onto it to see if it'll pull it up. And I don't know if you can really see it, but it's drooping down here. It's struggling a bit, isn't it, to say the least. We haven't really thought this through, have we? We need a bit of a stronger wind, but this wasn't the kite that we were intending to use. This was our reserve kite, because we couldn't fathom the other one out that's got a bit more lift.
It's a bit like the reserve parachute.
Yeah, but like our life doesn't depend on this, does it? I mean, if it doesn't work, it just makes a crappy video, doesn't it? Nobody's going to die. At one point we had about 6 foot of it in the air, the rest of it just going across the beach. So I'm on 20 metres here. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. What I need is a gust of wind just at the right moment. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable, calling CQ and standing by. Oh no. Oh. Richard's got the poles out of his kite that he's lashed together with PVC tape to give him a bit more height. It was a bit bodgy, but I got one contact into Russia. So yeah, my first ever contact with a kite antenna, or kite-borne antenna. The geese over here. It needs a little bit more work, and we need a little bit more wind. I think Richard's kite would have had enough lift to lift it, but the one I've got there is just not cutting the mustard. So I don't know what the plan is. I've got the cooker to make some food, an omelette in a roll, and I don't know whether we're just going to have something to eat and give up on the radio, or we might string the end fed out using the poles from the kite just to elevate it a few feet off the ground, see if we can get a few contacts. We'll see. Richard's taking another look at the kite and he thinks he's figured out how to assemble it, so we're hoping that it might have a bit more lift and we'll have another go at it. But I did get one contact, so it kind of worked. But just while it was, half of it was in the air and the other half was on the beach. Anyway, I've got myself a new pan, a Trangia. Not sure I like this detachable handle malarkey. He's having a bit more success, but with the kite he's got to untangle it though. It's all tangled. There we go. It's a bit too big, that one, really, I think. Look at that. Beautiful. The other way, it's upside down, so that you can see. Yeah, that's it. The trouble that we have now is the wind pretty much completely died. And the egg is more like scrambled egg than omelette. Are you ready? It's just no wind. We picked the wrong day. He's running up and down the beach now. Running up and down the beach like a 10-year-old. You alright? It's not going to work. That's it, we've packed up. This is, in case you hadn't realised, is an old World War II pillbox. And if you've seen any of my videos, these are, and I'm always messing around by the coast, these are scattered around everywhere. It's a bit sunk, but it makes a handy table. Anyway, it wasn't a complete failure. I had one contact into into Russia. So yeah, we've learnt a few things. Lesson number 1, wait until the wind blows. That's probably the most important thing. And yeah, there you go. And we had something to eat. Flew the drone. 1 QSO, so that's not quite a complete failure. Anyway, that's it. 7 through 8.